Welcome back to That Real Estate Guy. Today we're shooting a house out in Elbe. This one right behind me. It's an amazing cabin. I can't tell you the list price yet, but we're gonna be doing photos, some video work, 3D tour, drone, all that stuff. I wanna show you a little bit of the workflow, a little bit of what I do. Hopefully it teaches you something. If you have questions, reach out. So for now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna let that car go by. We're gonna just shoot our general real estate shots, the main ones. I'm just setting up the camera, I'm getting all the settings all corrected. There we go. If you're interested in what settings I'm shooting with, that's gonna be a different video. We'll do a whole different breakdown of that. Right now, I just wanna show you the angles, how I shoot. I shoot everything handheld. If you watched my previous video, I talked about that, but I think you can get stable enough shooting handheld, but you get all the creativity. A tripod, you're just gonna put it here and you're stuck, versus you can always do something more creative when you have it handheld. We're gonna shoot our general shots. We already have the drone shot from there, which looks a lot phenomenal, but the one thing you couldn't get in the drone shot is the background of the sky. And what we got are the wires right above it with the drone. But we're gonna shoot a handheld shot. It's gonna look a lot better. So right now we're looking at that gate right there, right? We close the gate, we're doing a second shot of the front. And one thing we're doing different here is we're not zooming all the way out. We wanna showcase the gate, so we're gonna be zoomed in a little bit, but at the same time, we wanna give it some depth. So we're gonna shoot it from right here. We want the house number in there, and we don't want that pole there, but we wanna show off the gate. 5 shots, bracketed. We got the brights. We got the skies. It's gonna look phenomenal. I don't know if you'll be able to see that on there, but that's pretty much what we're gonna have right there. Okay, so we got the gate shot. We're gonna keep the gates open for these next shots, and we're gonna get our corner shots, your establishment shots. We wanna showcase this house. This is the front of the house. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna shoot straight at it, and then we're gonna go do our corners of the house to make sure we get all the features, the back, the sides, the depth of the yard. We got beautiful sun right here, and just the front detail shot. Boom. That's gonna look good. That's gonna look good. We're gonna do it, since we're already here, we're gonna do the door shot. We got this really nice entry, and we have some details with the L crossing sign, the reef, and things like that. So we're gonna get low on this one. We want to really show them the entry. We want to show them the steps. Boom. Solid. All right, we're gonna keep this gate open. We wanna show them the gate. And we're gonna do a corner shot from right here. I think that's the barn. I'm not sure what that is yet. But we're gonna shoot right here. And you could get boring and just shoot from right here and do it technically right. But I'm gonna get low right here. I'm gonna do it from right here. And this is something people with tripods don't ever do, because it's a lot of setting up and whatnot. So they'll shoot it at tripod level, eye level from right here, and it's just boring. Well, you shoot it from right here, you get a lot more land, and you get a really nice establishment shot. I like that. I like that. Once it's edited, it's gonna look really nice. We're gonna move over towards the other corner of the house. One thing I usually do, and I didn't do today, is bring boots, because a lot of these homes that you shoot that are on acreage get muddy. So good thing it's not muddy here. I mean, you have your drone, but a drone shot from there is not as wide as your pro camera. Getting a shot from right here is gonna be a lot nicer than a drone shot from anywhere over here. So you have to have a good mix of both. Get a little lower for this one, not super low. Wait for the bus to pass. Boom. Perfect shadow on this shot. Perfect clouds. Just a really nice shot from here. Another shot I'm gonna do is straight on backwards. Just the way the property is set, it's gonna look really good from right here. So I'm gonna do that. Of course, we're gonna Photoshop the grass later. Real estate takes patience. Not like sports where you're kind of just moving around all the time. All right, so what we got here is we have the corner of the property, and I could do it from where the camera is right now, but I really want to showcase the fire pit. They've already seen the property, so now they just need to be dazzled. Yeah, they need to be dazzled. We're gonna do a shot from right here. The sun is actually perfect right here. This is gonna be a good shot right here. Really showing the property. I'm gonna zoom in a little bit. I'm at 20 instead of 16 millimeters right now. Once that's blended, it's gonna look really good. Okay, we're right next to the property. We're at the deck, and one shot I always get, and this is critical, one shot I always get is one from the deck going out. Why? Because you wanna show people the view. People are paying for the view. And if you just do a shot towards the house, yes, it's needed, but you want a shot that says you're on the deck. What do you wake up to having a cup of coffee right here or having some, some people over? What do they see? They see this. They see privacy. They see greenery. They see the sky, the valley. They see everything from here. So I'm gonna always do a shot from the balcony. But at the same time, I don't know which one I'll like more, so I'll do two. I'll go one from this corner and one from this corner. I want to frame this shot. I want them to see where I'm at. So I'm gonna see this pillar and a little bit of this wall here shooting outwards. So you look at the water filtration system because this is on a well. We're out in LB. You don't have your sewer and hookups to the road. So you might be like, Yara, why are you shooting this? Well, because someone that's buying this property would value this. So while to someone it's just tanks, water tanks, filtration system, for someone this is the reason that's gonna make them buy this over the next property next door in a seller's market. Very important. We're gonna shoot just a shot of this. It's boring, but just something to note, shooting something of value that's valuable for people who are gonna be coming and looking at this house for. Right there. Yeah, that's good. Okay, we're gonna move inside. And I always grab my 3D camera at this point because I like to jump around, start the 3D on one side of the house, start doing pictures on the other side. It's a cabin, so you can probably see the whole property from any given point. So I don't know if I would do them side by side, but you'll see a little bit of the 3D camera action too. All right, so I got my 3D camera going. I like to multitask if I can cut on time, but still be efficient and quality. I'll start on the other side of the house and I'll start shooting media, and I'll start the 3D on the other side if I don't have a second person with me. So that way I'm really killing two birds in one shot. And then when I'm in this room, opposite, just switch spots. All right, we're in the kitchen, but we're also in the entrance of the house. So there's a lot of different ways you can shoot this area. You have the kitchen, dining, entry. There's a couple of details here on this side, which you'll probably see here in a second. So I wanna make sure I capture the entrance on its own, then do a couple kitchen dining spot shots and a dedicated shot of the dining space as well. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4 shots here. You got the entry, 2, or even 3 of the kitchen spot, and then the dining. You might be asking why I'm doing this one here. So come over here, I'll show you. You have some detail on this wall, possibly some hooks for coats and whatnot, keys or whatever, right? So you wanna capture the entrance on its own to avoid people guessing on what the entrance looks like. And this one matches the kitchen cabinet, so looks like the paint is bringing it all together. So bathrooms are usually one of the most difficult spots to shoot in a house because you always have mirrors, tight corners, and usually in most bathrooms you probably need 2 shots. One establishing the bathe area, and the other one is the other side of the bathroom, especially with this one. This one, we can get in here. It's kind of tight. Like, do I shoot this way? I can't really shoot forward from there because I wouldn't get the tub. So I'm gonna make this 2, and the reason why I need the other side is because the other side has a washer, dryer, the water heater, and toilet. So this is an automatic 2-shot process, which is sometimes annoying when you have big homes and you're trying to capture it in 40 photos. Like I hit myself over here, my cameraman just hit himself here. It gets tight in here, okay? Like, and this is 0.5 zoomed out, right? So if I was to shoot from the corner of the bathroom door, it's too tight. It's still too tight. I wanna see more. So I'm gonna close this door. I'm gonna get on the toilet. I'm gonna shoot it from right here, vertical, and you'll see why in a second. Yeah, I'll show you the shot, it's gonna look good. But I have everything from right here to right here, and it looks amazing. So usually you like to do 2 corners opposite of each other when you're shooting property. And I could do one from right here, right? But like, if I have the space here, just get a little bit more creative. Just go a little bit more back. You'd be surprised on how much a couple steps make. So thinking outside the box, no pun intended. Just shoot just like this. Gotta get creative, man. I'm all the way in the window on this one. There we go, we good. We're just gonna do our opposite. Ooh, a huge one shot right here, right here. Back out. I'm up the stairs. Exit, super quick exit. Okay, we're back outside. We did everything on the inside at this point. We're back with some Gucci lenses. This is a 24-70, 70-200. We're gonna do some fun stuff with this. Most photographers don't. And that's where you stand out. Bring more value to your clients, to your agents, to your viewers, buyers, sellers, whoever you're servicing. So I like depth. So with the 70-200, you can get a lot of things in between. So you have something in focus in the middle, something out of focus in the back, something out of focus in the front of the lens. So that's part of the establishment. Like where am I going? Am I going from here and getting partial of this tree out of focus? Am I not? That's where the creativity comes in. It's all for the gram, guys. Like you really have to find the shot that sells. And what I want to do is I want to have some of this in my foreground, then the fire pit as my focus, house as the background. So I'm gonna get in here and I'm gonna shoot from right here. And this is the shot people just don't do because they don't wanna get dirty, but it's gonna be a shot that takes you and sets you apart. I can't wait to show this to you guys once this is edited. That's what it takes, guys. Getting into areas that are uncomfortable. And it's all about the angle. Like, this is a pretty cool shot because you have the deck and the elk, like you just mentioned. But for your eyes, it's almost more fun to see a really far out of focus foreground and like seeing the partial deck, but not all the deck. Because we have a full deck on shot later, but they get enticed with the shot, so they keep clicking and looking at the next shots. All right, we're back in for our detail shots. Last thing I do, it's a pretty small place. We're not gonna use a 70-200 inside. We're gonna stick to a 24-70. And we're just gonna look for things that really pop and sell, like this lantern here. Great detail. People are gonna love that. Maybe perhaps the cabinets that are green. So like about 2 or 3 detail shots here would be excellent. You just look for all the details, so yeah. Can't do this with a tripod, I'm telling you. That looks good. That looks really good. Yeah, I kind of want to stand on this, but I don't at the same time. So I'll just do this. Oh yeah, it's gonna look nice. That's the shot. Maybe I should do another side by side with this too. Which one you would choose, I don't know. This right here, big difference. I'm gonna edit these and I'll put them up on the video. You have 2 very different shots. You have one from below, this at the very top, and with the second one you see the lantern being the main focus with the cabinets in the background as I almost fall. The cabinets in the background as your background. Okay, we're upstairs shooting another piece of detail. There's a lamp with elk. It's kind of cool. You don't really see it or pay attention to it in the main shots. But right here, we're gonna shoot right between these rails and we're gonna zoom in and we're right at 70, making you look right at that lamp. Yes, we could even take out the other lens and get even closer.